here is a state promotional video for this place in Henan. Now, one thing people don't seem to realize is that when it comes to tourism, it is the government.
Yes.
Okay, so a lot of people think, oh, it's just a little, private thing. No, it's not. The tourism boards that run the tourist, all this kind of stuff for whichever region in China, it is the government. It is an organ of the Chinese Communist Party that runs these, okay? They're responsible for the tourism.
Yeah, this isn't some private company.
Yeah, they're responsible for getting people in there.
It is propaganda.
Yeah, this is propaganda, but they're also responsible for organizing everything and for maintaining and running everything. It's all a government effort, right?
Yep.
So, this is very typical.
That's what you see when you go.
Yeah, of course you don't see that.
People doing Tai Chi.
Yeah. So they show these oversaturated, pristine, this is a beautiful place, come here.
高耸入云的山峰，由丹霞地貌、岩溶地貌、喀斯特地貌共同构成的云台。
It's like, come here and you too can pretend to be all by yourself. Because I'll give you a little tip. If you go to any of these places in China, you're never alone.
No.
It's usually a massive crowd, especially around holiday times.
For sure.
为这北国雄壮山脉增加了几分秀气，凭相辅相成。 亚洲第一高坡云台天坡。
Yes, this is the important part. I'll get us out of there so you can see I translated the subtitles. Part of their whole propaganda for this particular area, this Yuntai mountain region, and it's a scenic area. It's what they call a 5A scenic region,
That's
right? So it's A, and you see this on the signs. It's ridiculous. It's but part of this whole attraction is the tallest waterfall in Asia, not just China, but in Asia, which is this Yuntai waterfall, right?
Yes.
Excellent, right? Bit slow. So you see this promotion and you're like, I want to go there. I want to see this tallest waterfall, right?
I also want to do kung fu under a waterfall.
Yes.
Said the customer.
Or that you go there expecting to see that.
Yes.
But they do have like performances and stuff there too. They always have those little fake villages with the fake.
It's not hentai waterfall. It's
Yun. Can you say yun? It means cloud.
Yes.
Okay, and anyway, let's take a look. So you get all these influencers go there, of course, because this is where you go. And you'll notice this one, you see it in all their videos, but this little sign here where it
I was going to
says...
say it's in all of their promos.
Yeah, you always see this like sign that says, oh, come look, this is great waterfall. And it's like, I love you, 我爱你, je t'aime. Je t'aime, or
我在云台上很像你. I'm at Yuntai Mountain and I really miss
yes,
you.
exactly. So it's like, it's a typical Instagrammer type spot, or, not in China, because Instagram's blocked. Yeah, so it'll be like
Douyin.
Yeah, Douyin and all that nonsense.
Weiboers.
Yeah. So you see a lot of these. By the way, even when these influencers go to like show off, I can't help but notice little details like these concrete stairs that are so badly constructed.
This is a 5A, which is one of the highest.
This is
right?
this is the top.
Yes, the top. I say that because I've seen 12A.
Yeah,
right?
sometimes the local governments just tack on a couple of A's,
because you got to be the highest.
Yeah.
But anyway, 5A should be like you should be getting served like from a golden chalice and being fed grapes, the highest quality, right?
Yeah.
But look at that.
The steps. Because, I took this directly from one of those influencers who's doing that whole, like, look how beautiful it is. But I'm like, wait a second. Those steps look like something that I would build in my backyard if I was drunk using mud.
Yes.
Bits of leftover deer.
Because they just quickly...
look at it. What else? Look at this horrible concrete and stuff, Anyway, just saying.
Well, that skunk that died the other day.
Exactly, So this is from one of those. See, influencers like, oh, look, it's great. And then they like fly the Chinese flag there. But looking, and this is the thing, this is only after this revelation, because you all know by now this is a fake waterfall, right? Yes. But before we even show you what the hiker found, I was looking at some of these old influencers, right? Mm-hmm. And noticed something in their footage. Take a look.
Go back one.
What do you say?
Can you see that?
Ah, good enhancement, by the way.
That is a pipe that goes up the side.
You enhanced that photo.
Yeah, I did. Let's see. I'll get us out of here.
Zoom in right here on this spot.
With the right equipment, the image could be enlarged and sharpened.
What's that?
I'm sure everybody could see it, right? The pipe.
Yeah.
It goes up. You see little bits of white on the side because they very poorly disguised it. And let's keep looking.
Enhancement program.
Can you clear that up any?
I don't know. Let's enhance it.
Enhance section A6.
I enhanced the detail.
See the influencers down there, by the way? See the influencers doing their like, way, waterfall. Let me do exactly what everyone else did, you know? That kind of nonsense. Yeah, yay, let's see.
Wait, stop.
Stop. Pause it.
Stop.
Ah, nice. I see.
So you can see that even in this older influencer footage from years ago.
Yeah, this is pre-exposed.
Yeah, you can see the pipe. It's there. Okay.
我千辛万苦跑到云台天空源头，却看见一个水管这件事情。
在香港纪录片。
Exactly. Anyway, on June 3rd, so that was only a couple days ago, guys, for those of you keeping track of the date. I know not all of us know what day it is today, but this was just literally a few days ago. A hiker was like, this is such a beautiful waterfall. I'd like to see the source. I'd like to go up, you know, like, what is the source? And it was
My
like,
source is that I made it the up.
Literally, the
That's very
Chinese government
true.
made it up. Yeah.
up. So technically,
Yeah.
he went up there, and this is apparently what people that chatted to him said. He wanted to see, because the water's coming spraying down white like that, he wanted to see the pool of water if it was clear, and he wanted to see what color it was.
Yeah, at the top.
Yeah.
But when he reached the top, which is a very difficult hike,
Yes.
no, there's no like trail to go up
You
there.
guys say hentai waterfall one more time.
It's Yuntai.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, he climbed up to the top and he noticed that there were just big rusty pipes gushing this water out. And he was like, what the hell? So he posted it, right?
What a beautiful waterfall. How come I've never seen it before? That's what he said.
That's exactly what he said, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a pipe chilling there.
It's actually more than one, I think.
It's pipes.
I believe it's more than one pipe.
It's not say un pipe. It's say many pipes.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
either way.
They had French there. So
Oh, yeah,
just
that's
being
true.
accommodating.
Here's another angle for those of you, because, you know, we always see the one angle. Maybe it is only one pipe at this particular one.
Nah,
But
could be.
what you see is, okay, over here. See this stuff, by the way, is just concrete. Can you see this?
Yeah, so the whole... so, you know, people were like... I don't want to get into, like, the pushback. What I do want to get into is, like, people were saying, oh, well, it's just a pipe. Maybe, like, who cares if you can still see the view? This is the pushback I was seeing on the Chinese internet. Some people were like, well, you still get the view. Who cares, right? But the whole thing is fake. And I watched this old man talk about it.
Yeah, there's a pipe.
And he was like, listen, yeah, I get that, right? This Chinese guy is super white. I wish I put it in there. He goes, but we live in such a fake world, especially here in China. We live in these cities, these big cities where everything around us is fake. So when we go and make a trip to someplace like this, we expect something to come from heaven, from God.
Yeah.
If we go there and we find out it's fake, yeah, we still got the view, but it feels cheap. It feels bad, he said. And it's not just the water that's fake. It's the whole setup, the concrete, the rock is
Yeah,
fake.
up there is fake. Now, to be fair, this is a waterfall, and it was originally a waterfall, but the problem is you cannot predict when it's going to run, and I believe it only during like rainy season or something it actually works.
Yes.
But because they need to attract people there, they need to make sure there's a waterfall for people to see. So without telling anyone, they made it fake.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You see there's a pipe over there?
Yeah.
Over there? Anyway, let's take a look. So there it is when it's kind of going to the side. But here a guy went to film. Take a look, like immediately after figuring it out. Look.
这些水是下面抽上去的。
Yeah, so this water is coming down from the top, but coming from down here.
水管在这里，
It's like here's the pipe.
伪装成山体。
Take a look.
你看一下，这个就是水管，一直往上。
Like, look, this is just the pipe going up.
上面送。
I mean, look how badly that is done as well.
Why you gotta fake this kind of stuff?
Yeah.
It's so... You know what? Actually, I answer my own question. Because it works. They got so many tourists. These posts were viral for years now.
Yeah.
And people want to go there. There's not a whole lot to see in Henan, if I'm totally honest with you.
Yeah.
So this was very impressive, you know? And it's just like...
It's just why you got to fake it, though.
It's such a lie, though. It's one thing if you do it, and you go there and it's like you find out. But if you label it as Asia's tallest waterfall,
Yes.
come on.
I think it should be Asia's tallest.
pipe.
Yeah, exactly. Or sometimes Asia's tallest waterfall in the rainy season under certain conditions,
Yeah.
but most of the time not.
Yeah.
But I think they actually.
it's 亚洲第一
Yeah.
水管.
Yeah, Shuiguan, it is.
第高水管.
The problem is that they advertise it as a continuous waterfall, as if it's
Yeah.
always running.
Yeah.
As Asia's largest waterfall, not Asia's largest cliff. Tallest cliff that sometimes water comes over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, this he goes up.
往上面送水，然后一直往上面送水。哦，有看到吗？有看到吗？
He's like, can you see it just going up and up?
然后送到
You're
最
gonna
上面
fake it, do it
好
better.
从这里
Yes, yes.
然后再从这里，然后还在往上，往上面，哦，
Yeah.
到山上。
It's like,
然后
there it
从旁
goes.
边
Such
这里
a Guangdong guy, by the way.
You could
Went
tell.
all the way up there. Think about it. It's a big trip.
Yeah, it is.
把水放下来了，好。
So in response, because the thing is, they got caught out. They didn't tell anyone about this. Like, I think if they had been upfront about it and said, listen, during the dry seasons, we'll, run something there so that you guys can have the full experience
Yeah,
or something.
something like that.
But they didn't. They just hid it. They just pretended it as if this is, Asia's tallest continuous waterfall.
Sure.
Which it's not.
Yeah.
But because somebody exposed it and it went viral, the Henan government put out this statement, okay? But they did it in a tricky way. They made it as if the waterfall itself was explaining its actions. So, I mean, here I put up a translation so we can read it, right? Dear friends, hi, I didn't expect to communicate and meet you all in this way.
So this is the waterfall speaking.
The waterfall is speaking, yeah. I am Yuntai Tianpo, one of many natural water Wait, natural, my ass. Anyway, natural
What's your source on that?
Yeah, what's your source on
My
that?
source is that I made it the f up.
Can't believe we're arguing with a waterfall.
I know, exactly.
I'm going to call him out a few times.
Yes. One of the many natural water landscapes in the Yuntai mountain scenic area. I am 314 meters tall, majestic. Okay, this is a bad translation. And the water is majestic. I kiss the blue sky above and jump on the rocks below. But as a seasonal landscape, due to seasonal factors, I cannot guarantee that when you come to see me, you will be able to meet me in the most beautiful posture at any time. In order to enrich the tour experience of my friends... Oh, I better go back there. Sorry. Waterfall speaking, Yeah. Enrich the tour experience of my friends and make your trip from afar worthwhile. I made a small improvement during the dry season, just to be able to meet my friends in a better state.
How manipulative is this?
Thanks again to all tourists and netizens for their attention and support. Yuntai Waterfall will not disappoint everyone. The coming summer flood season, I will present my magnificence in the most perfect and original manner. I look forward to seeing you in midsummer. Yuntai Mountain, yours dearly.
All I heard was kind of like watery sound. This is a better waterfall.
Yeah, that's a better waterfall. So, guys, this is their excuse. Their excuse is that, we don't want your trip to be ruined and you come here and there's no waterfall. So we made a little enhancement. But if you actually want to see the natural thing, come during this one specific time when it only happens. But they're still going to keep running it anyway.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to unpack and understand when it comes to how the Chinese government fakes things. They fake everything. And this is just a very good example of that. But you know what? People started to dig a little deeper.
Yes.
And it's not just this one waterfall. I mean, take a look, for instance, here in the same scenic spot. Look at this beautiful shot that you get from up here from one of those little scenic things. But let's enhance again. Enhance. Enhance. What's that? Oh, it's just a rusty pipe feeding the waterfall. Yeah. How about this other waterfall? It's not in the same... This is not the same waterfall, by the way. And this is even faker because there's not even a river up there.
No, that's what here's the deal. There's this fantasies where they make these AI images, like these AI videos, right?
Yeah, look, there's pipes. Can you see those 3 pipes?
But they
feeding
have these
this
like
one?
where these like waterfalls are all over these mountains, and people are like, wow, look at that.
Yeah.
And they're trying to recreate that in real life.
Yeah, those like old Chinese paintings and stuff. Yeah, look at that. There's 3 pipes feeding this fake waterfall. But then again, this is not something new for China. Fake waterfalls are a thing, and they're quite common, actually. For instance, let's take a look. Found this video from a guy from 3 years ago who was going around in Zhengcheng, and we both know Zhengcheng because we used to go there a lot. It's near to Guangzhou, and I used to go ride my off-road bikes there in the logging areas. So I'll just play this little bit from his video. His link is in the description if you want to go check it out. But take a look.
And we cycled past this huge waterfall, and one of the lads said that he heard something that this waterfall was fake. Don't quite understand how a waterfall can be fake, first of all. I did some research into it, and there was a few contradicting things. I found 2 websites that basically said that it was man-made. Other websites are saying that it's the tallest waterfall in the whole of China, with a drop of 428 meters, something like that. So anyway, today I'm going to go and find out if this waterfall is fake or what's fake about it, because I honestly don't quite understand. So
There we go. We finally found it. So this is hidden. You couldn't see this from the floor, and I didn't actually notice it until looking back at this footage, but here is clearly where all the water's coming out from.
StockYouTubeMusic.org. You know what I mean? Sky don't lie.
So this is the same spot, one taken in the morning and one taken in the evening, where at around 6 o'clock they turned the waterfall off. In theory, it is a fake waterfall because they can turn it off. So I think that it once upon a time was a waterfall, and they obviously pump water now from another water source to keep the waterfall going. You would not know it was fake until they literally turn it off. They turned the waterfall off.
Yeah. So that particular waterfall in Zhengcheng, I went to go look, and there's some reviews.
We've actually been to there.
Yeah, we've been there.
Yeah.
We just didn't go up. It's one of those AAA tourist things. It's like
we rode right by it.
Yeah, it's like 999 steps or 9,000, whatever, to get to the top.
Yeah.
They have a big thing.
Yes.
And it's exactly like that other place. It's got those signboards and the spots where you can stop and take your pictures and things. But I liked some of these reviews. This guy, despite appearances, this is actually an artificial man-made waterfall. From the bottom, it looks authentic, but when you get to the top, the water comes out of a giant pipe from the reservoir. Very disappointed to see that. The route is well maintained with many viewing platforms along the way.
2 out of 5. Would not visit again.
Now, this guy's comment resonated with me quite well. And I think anyone who's ever lived in China for a long time. He's like, well, it's something to do if you're in the area. Man-made natural waterfall and hiking path would be pleasant enough attraction in the autumn, but like so many things here, it was crowded on a Saturday afternoon, and I hate to think how it is on a national holiday. It's quite well constructed, but the hike is primarily 4,000 concrete steps to the top and back down again, which is very challenging after a while. Each scenic viewpoint on the way is a social media photo opportunity, so forget trying to pretend you're alone in the wilderness. It's something to do if you're in the area, but you wouldn't go out of your way to visit here, and the sheer crush of people acting inconsiderately to each other makes it a wearing experience rather than anything back to nature. I think we can all agree that that's 99.9% of Chinese tourist spots.
Yes.
It's just a queue to get to the top, and it can be quite frustrating.
You wait in line for hours and hours to see a foggy, smoggy thing that you can't see.
Yeah.
That's like the prettiest stuff we found in China were not tourist destinations, stuff we found by ourselves because of locals we met that guided us places.
Absolutely.
These AAAs usually suck.
And on top of that, they always have to fake it. Everything's fake there. You know, they'll have like a wooden rail, but it's concrete.
Yes,
You know?
The fake, and a lot of the times they're collapsed.
Yeah, they're broken and rebar is there, you know, and you're like, okay.
Or they'll have a giant billboard of what it's supposed to look like, so you can take your picture in front of it.
Yes, exactly. So anyway, this is not just an isolated incident, this fake waterfall. I mean, this has gone viral now because they were trying their best to, look at the lovely waterfall behind us now, by the way.
That's a natural
But
waterfall.
because they were trying their best to pretend that this was a natural waterfall, but it wasn't.
Yes.
And people just discovered it. Of course, they're kind of mad because think about how many people traveled there specifically to see this. And they're proud of it too. You know, this is our China. We have the largest, the tallest waterfall in Asia. And it's something to be proud of. You saw them, they have their Chinese flags out and stuff. And imagine it turns out to be fake.
That's right.
It's one of the like most cringe, horrible memories that I have because
It's kind of a theme for this show.
what I saw on that camera, it kind of scarred me. And she's doing that, crawling around, doing like, dude looked like jerky. He was like a really old man. You know what I mean? He just looked like jerky.
And I can actually look back and pinpoint the moments where I became a douchebag. It was the Shape of Your Heart from NSYNC, if my memory
I'm gonna
serves.
puke in my mouth here. It's like, ugh.
Whatever, dude.
He said, "Open your mouth." Then he put into his mouth a hot piece of quartz. Then they beat the bride in.
What is the moral of that story?
There is no moral. That's just the story.
Close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs. And if my mind